Right, so today's video then, it's quite a sad one to be honest, because we're having to say goodbye to someone who's been on this channel since the very beginning, back to 2021, someone who's been here from the start, and it's this fella here, it's the bush. There are many debates in this world and things that people don't agree on, and none of them have been as big as whether I should keep the bush at the front of the house or whether I should remove it. And you know, people have said keep it, it looks nice, it stops delivery people like the fella down there sort of driving across the edge of the lawn and destroying it, so it's a bit of a barrier. And some people say get rid, go 100% lawn, all in 2 feet, 100% lawn all the way. However, earlier this year there was a bit of a disaster. The Royal Mail decided to crash into the bush and leaving things like this knocking about where we got lots of dead bush. Now, what I could do is I could leave this, I could trim it back a little bit and eventually it would start to bounce back. However, we're getting rid of it today because, as you can see, we've killed off the entire lawn. We're going with Ben Fescue on the space, so we're going to be removing the bush and his little mate today, but also as well we're saying goodbye to one other thing, and that is this silver light. Now, we're not going to relocate the light because I don't want to blow myself up by trying to put it somewhere like over here, a different part of the lawn. What I want to do is remove the lights, remove the bush, and this space is just going to be completely grass. And that's not going to be the final part of this renovation, because eventually, I'm talking maybe when we get later into the summer, we're going to look at where we can put some plants, whether we have some in front of the window over there, whether we actually take up these flags and redo the path in a different way. So there's some exciting content coming over the next few months, next 12 months let's say, but that's all going to start with renovating this space. But before I can get on with any of that grass seed or start any of that renovation work, we sadly have to say goodbye. But just remember, anything gardening wise and lawn care wise, it's reversible. So if I take the bush out and then people drive over the grass, what do? We put something in place, everyone's a winner. So let's get the secateurs, there's not only like a chainsaw or anything like that, and let's hack this bush to death. Right, so there we go, the bushes have been removed, and to be fair, there was more in there than I expected. I think there was like 5 or 6 different plants, so yeah, more than I thought, but they've been removed. Now the next thing is to actually get rid of the light. Now what I know is over on this side it's connected to the wall over here, so I'm going to turn the lecky off in the house, electricity for those who don't know what the lecky is, and I know there's a cable running through here because when we first moved in, the developers installed the lights about 2 or 3 months later, something like that, and they dug a channel through the lawn to actually connect the lights. So as long as I turn everything off, I'll disconnect it from here first somehow, however that's going to happen, without blowing myself up, and then we'll try and find the cable. Right, so I've disconnected the cable now. It's just about finding the actual route where the cable's coming from. And there we go, we've taken the bushes out, we've taken the lights out, and the next step of this renovation is going to be to prepare the soil ready for the new seed. I'm going to give it a week or two because I'm going to have to spend a day kind of getting up all this dead grass, getting just a little bit of new topsoil just to level things out. Obviously we've got some gaps in the spaces here where I've taken the cable out for the light. We've obviously got this big divot over there, and this part I just kind of need to skim a little bit of the soil off the top and just rake it around a little bit just to get it nice and smooth, or smooth as possible really. So if you want to follow along with the rest of this lawn renovation, then consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it or if you found it useful in any kind of way. As ever, the Instagram link is in the description below. I've got a TikTok too, it's Novice Gardener Official. To search that, you'll find it all. And yeah, hopefully the next video on this space will be getting on with the soil, leveling it out, getting it ready for the new seed. So yeah, finally, thanks for watching.